CPAC kicked off today in Orlando, and we have some surprising new information about how Republican voters in Florida feel about a potential 2024 race, in the primaries between Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis. It's widely believed that if Trump wants to be the Republican candidate in 2024, it's definitely going to happen, but that's not necessarily the case. So this new poll from the University of North Florida Public Opinion Research Lab suggests otherwise. So registered Republicans were asked about a hypothetical 2024 presidential primary between Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis. When asked which of the two candidates they would vote for if the election were held today, 44% said that they would vote for DeSantis, while 41% indicated a vote for Trump. 2% said someone else, 7% didn't know, and 6% refused. I like the 6% that refused. They're like,
yeah, I'm not gonna give that information to the deep state, you crazy? Okay, they'll probably go for Trump. Okay, no, but seriously, we got drums. Trump ain't gonna like that. We told you that earlier, and then we were right, and we showed you the report. Insiders saying Trump is now starting to get furious at DeSantis. Wait till he sees this, because before DeSantis was closing in, but it wasn't that close. Now DeSantis is winning in some of these polls.
He is. Now it's within the margin of error, and I think that's also important.
But it's Florida, and
it's Florida. Relevant. Yes, right. That's important as well. But I am curious to see how Trump's incessant complementary nonsense in regard to Putin is going to sit with the Republican voters. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna feel, because right now the Republican Party is not really united in how to respond to all of it. You have some Republicans who are trying to paint Putin as some communist, and this is really a left-wing thing, which is hilarious. You have others who are still defending Putin in weird ways. I don't know how this is all gonna play out.
No, you can know which way the Republican Party is going based on their grifters. So Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk, et cetera.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson, I would argue that the top grifter in a sense, because he doesn't mean anything he says. He's just trying to find where the audience is. And they're good at finding where the audience is, because that's where the money is. So you leave it to Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson to sniff out where the money is. Oh, right wingers love Putin, we're going Putin. Okay, so whichever way they go, that's the way that the right wing base is actually going. But I don't think that's the primary issue for Trump now, because he's been pro-Putin all along, and they loved him all along. So I think the two things that are hurting Trump are he came out in favor of the vaccine, that hurt him big time. So remember, still over 60% of, almost 2/3 of Republicans still think that Trump won the election, that he won it. They're willing to believe anything, right? But they're like, whoa, this guy said that scientists might be right. Well, they don't like that. And that's when his polls started to decline. And now he's got a second problem. He's beginning to look like a bumbling old fool, like we showed you earlier in the show, on the Laura Ingraham show, where he's like, oh, America did an amphibious landing in Ukraine. And she's like, no, that would be big news. He's just a fool, and he keeps going back to, well, I won in 2020, I won. Even the guys who think that he won are starting to get tired of it, because he seems like a whiny little bitch. And so he seems weak, and he's gonna look weaker and weaker as things go along. When the first polls came out with, oh, DeSantis is at 9, I was like, this is nonsense. Trump totally owns the Republican Party. Now, wow, we got a real question. Trump might not own the Republican Party anymore. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.